As schools throughout the state look to regain pre-pandemic enrollment numbers, one Southern Oregon college's 5-year climb in enrollment is giving them new momentum. Thanks for joining us for Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Samantha Cadera.
And I'm Oscar Rodriguez. Newswatch 12 Daryl Green joins us live in the studio. Daryl, you actually spoke with RCC staff and students today. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Samantha and Oscar, Road Community College's full-time equivalent enrollment has surpassed pre-pandemic levels. And after growing 52% over the past 4 fall terms, the college is now the fastest growing in the state over that period.
I think part of it is ensuring that we are looking and taking a deep dive in the programs that we're offering to stay relevant, number one.
This fall marks the first time that Road Community College's full-time equivalent enrollment has both rebounded to and past pre-pandemic levels since 2019. In my conversations with Secretary and Dean of Business and Workforce Development, Lisa Parks, we discussed what initiatives the school is taking to drive enrollment.
Also for those very high demand jobs, that really do provide families livable and thriving wage jobs like nursing, paramedic. We've increased the capacity for those programs as well, so responding to industry needs.
We have a number of programs. So for example, we have TRIO programs, and those are programs designed for certain populations like first generation students or low income students to help them to both get into a college and then to actually finish, complete, and transfer.
I also spoke with a pair of students in the school's dental program who expressed their satisfaction with the college.
We learned so much, and I really feel like I'm prepared and excited to start in the real world, and I'll be like knowing what to do and how to handle situations.
It's definitely super nice. It's only a year, so not like a super big time commitment, but a great time to just like learn the basics about the dental field for sure.
Now as enrollment climbs, Road Community College says its focus remains simple: supporting students and meeting current workforce needs. Reporting live in studio, I'm Daryl Green.
Daryl, thank you. The Medford School District is starting its search for a new superintendent, and leaders are asking for the community's help in the process. An online survey will open December 8th for parents, staff, students, and community members to share what they want in a superintendent. The search firm McPherson and Jacobson will also host public forums December 9th and December 10th to gather feedback in person. The board plans to review applications in January. The more information can be found on our website. Now let's check in with Storm Tracker 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman, because it's been another quiet December day, but some changes are on the way. So what can we expect?
Well, we actually have rain in the forecast. It's been a minute. Let's take a look outside right now. We will stay dry though tonight. Some areas of fog possible in some of our west side valleys, especially towards the Grants Pass area and the Illinois Valley. We're seeing those temperatures tumbling already down to 27 degrees in Klamath Falls. It's 41 in Medford and Grants Pass, 54 degrees currently in Gold Beach. We've dropped to 36 in Mount Shasta. It's 32 degrees in Lakeview and 31 right now in Chemult. Still fairly mild along the coast, in the 50s in Gold Beach and Brookings. So satellite radar imagery, we stay dry tonight, mostly clear skies to partly cloudy skies for most of the region right now, but clouds will go on the increase as the latest storm system pushes into the region. One of a few that we're tracking right through the weekend. Tonight, we do stay dry, cold temperatures down to 31 in Medford, 21 degrees in Klamath Falls. Parts of the east side, though, will fall down into the teens. Now, tomorrow in the Rogue Valley, skies turning rather cloudy. We'll see highs likely stuck in the 40s again for tomorrow, and then the slight chance of a shower, especially in the afternoon hours. We will have those shower chances throughout southern Oregon and northern California, but best odds for showers will be closer to the coast and then up into the Cascades. And then tomorrow evening, if you're going to be heading to the Snowflake Parade in Klamath Falls, mostly cloudy, more than likely dry, but it will be chilly if you're going to be heading to Klamath Falls for the festivities there. We'll take a closer look at more widespread rain potential for the wrapping up the work week here on Friday. I'll have those details up in a bit.
New at 6 tonight, the Roseburg Veneer plant in Weed is no longer operating after nearly 40 years, leaving about 140 team members without jobs. Roseburg Forest Products says the closure comes as they are consolidating veneer production and upgrading its Oregon mills, where they have newer and more efficient equipment. The company has already ceased operation at its Dillard facility in Douglas County when they made the decision to exit the hard plywood industry, now focusing on veneer and soft plywood. The company says the closure is essential to remain a strong producer in the industry. Roseburg's president and CEO Stuart Gray says the company recognizes the impact on the decision on the weed community, saying, quote, "We are actively evaluating options for the facility that would allow it to continue serving as an economic driver and employer in the region," unquote.
The team members will receive compensation and health care for the next 60 days. Roseburg says they remain committed to the weed community, including a $7 million contribution to establish a community foundation supporting their Weed Community Scholarship Fund and providing Weed Fire with a rent-free firehouse on plant property. Wayne Union Elementary School District has released a statement offering student and family support services for those impacted by the closure. A look at those details can be found on our website.
Now moving into some sports tonight, Paisley Pool has been following some of the OSAA's recommendation to adjust the divisions of high school sports in the region.
Paisley, what can you tell us?
Classification and District Committee has created its final recommendations for the 2026 through 2030 high school sports classifications, and there's going to be some adjustments to some local teams here in the Rogue Valley. Out of the two hybrid districts created, only one will remain, the 6A, 5A Midwestern Hybrid League. The 6A class schools in the region like Grants Pass, North Medford, Roseburg, and South Medford, they've been moved to a 4-school Southern Oregon Conference, while the 5A schools like Ashland, Crater, and Eagle Point have been moved into a Southern Cascade Conference. And moving into that 5A could potentially be the now 4A Henley Hornets. And after the committee moved the bottom cutoffs of the classification from 581 to 561 students. But these changes, they still need to be reviewed and approved by the OSA's executive board, which will be December 15th. And the football and ad hoc committee must also review these changes before anything is really set in stone. Reporting live,
Paisley, thank you. Earlier this week, we told you about the City of Medford discussing a redesign for Main Street in downtown. The City Council is considering 4 options for Main Street. Keep the current layout, restore the previous design, add a standard right side bike lane, or convert it to a 2-way road with bike lanes on both sides. After an open house and community survey, restoring the previous design received the most support. The options and survey results will go to a council for a vote on January 21st. More details are available on our website.
December is the final month for survivors of the 2020 Labor Day wildfires to apply for the Homeowner Assistance and Reconstruction Program. Oregon Housing and Community Services says the HARP program helps survivors rebuild, repair, or buy a new home, as well as reimburses out-of-pocket expenses. The application starts with an eligibility questionnaire, which now has expanded criteria. More details on available assistance, resources, and survivor stories can be found on kdrv.com.
Ashland Community Hospital will soon become a satellite campus of Rogue Regional Medical Center in Medford to keep healthcare access as the hospital faces financial challenges. Asante says by spring of 2026, the hospital will move obstetrics and inpatient care to Rogue Regional, but will keep emergency and outpatient services at the Maple Street location. Asante says Ashland Community Hospital has seen an increase in demand for emergency services and outpatient care, but can't maintain full services. And a closer look at what this means for patients and hospital employees can also be found on our website.
And after facing a severe shortage of towels and blankets, the Rogue Valley Humane Society turned to the public for help. And within days, donations came pouring in. I went to the shelter today to see how they're reacting with all of these donations coming in.
To be flooded with all these donations, it was just kind of like a breath of fresh air. It was like a little bit of that stress and weight could be lifted off.
Rogue Valley Humane Society in Grants Pass has received a large amount of donations after posting on Facebook they were seeking more towels and blankets for its pets. Haley Mell, lead animal care coordinator for Rogue Valley Humane Society, showed me just a week ago there was barely any towels to be used. But now it looks a little different.
Today alone, we've had visitors lined up at the gate waiting for us to open this morning. We've had, I think in total, probably had like 10 to 15 people just this morning come in and donate stuff.
The shortage of towels and blankets came from their dogs and cats having different types of viruses. With these viruses, due to the possibility of other pets catching it, they had to throw away the towels or blankets away.
So even with our towels and blankets for that, it's something that we're having to wash them 2 to 3 times and then dry them on high heat, but then we have to recycle them right back to that contaminated room. So that's kind of pulling from our supply and our inventory.
Plus, the staff has made a cleaning protocol to let other staff members on what needs to be cleaned or disinfected in each room, including some rooms where staff has to wear gowns and gloves while petting the pets.
We have to wear that stay in that area, so that way when we come out, it's clean shoes, clean clothes, not in the gowns. We discard gloves, we wash hands, things of that nature.
Taking a toll on some staff workers.
It's been a lot. I know staffing wise, our staff is really kind of getting weighed on heavy, and we are so thankful for the flexibility for them.
But the Rogue Valley Humane are grateful for all the support they have received in the past few weeks.
The support that we get from the community is astonishing every day, honestly.
We've now rounded out our 5th week of our Stuff the Truck campaign, and we're now at more than 4,300 bags of groceries for local families in need. But we still need 2,200 more to fill an entire semi-truck, and we need your help to do it. All you have to do is visit any Ray's food place and buy a $25 bag of groceries at checkout, and we'll take care of the rest. You can also head to kdrv.com to make a monetary donation.